So a human head, straight on, proportions are very simple. Leonardo da Vinci's proportions of the head. So you start off with a circle. And then from there, you simply measure the radius. So from the center of that, so if I want to double check it, I can. So if I brought that back down, the radius down. Now, if I broke this completely in half, that's too much. Completely in half is right there. I make a line. And I break that in half, so a quarter of the entire head shape. And I go about a third to halfway down. And I make another shape. That already looks like a head. So the eyes are dead center in the middle of this head. So we made an egg shape out of just making a ball and one, the radius of the ball, halfway of the ball down. So this is like thirds if you think about it. And halfway on the whole shape of your eyes. And just from like the top of the eyebrow, which is just above the eye line, to about the bottom of the nose. Your ears are going to go in here. They might not stick out that far. So, very few shapes, very simple, right? Those are the proportions of a head. So, this is 1/2 the entire shape. This part down, the chin, is the same as the radius or half of the circle. So those are all equal. So from the middle of the circle down to the chin, or the middle of the circle up, those are all equal spaces. Eyes, halfway. So top of the head, bottom of the head, halfway. Those are the proportions of the head. At its most basic. If you want to start adding more details, start to add where the eyes will go. Add where the ball of the nose will be. The edges of the eyes will come out to the ball of the nose. So the nose is actually just 3 balls. The one for the middle of the nose and 2 nostrils. The edge of the nostril lines up with the edge of the eye. The middle of the eye is the edge of the mouth. The edges of the mouth come there. And that's pretty much how you lay out the proportions of a head. So simple practice to just getting the proportions of the head is simply making a circle about the size of a coffee mug, is what I'm doing. Figure out what the radius of that circle would be. If it's not round enough, you can round it out. Figure out what the radius of that circle should be. Below that, making your chin, simply making your egg shape. Figure out what halfway would be. Halfway is about here. Figuring half of that. One-third of the way down to halfway down. Marking out some ears. at its most basic. Simply a circle turned into an egg shape with the radius. Lines halfway through. Another line halfway between that, the middle line and the bottom of the chin, and a line 1/3 of the way down. That is the basic proportions of a face. These are equal, where they should be, unless I did it wrong, which they look a little off.